You may see a lot of cloud coverage. You may see you may have cool temperatures in your area. All right. I just want to let you know that these inorganic beings here, they're working on trying to protect their system as well as their people. Without the cloud coverage, and you have direct energy from our sun, because our sun is constantly sending in flares and C flares to the planet, and you have this direct plasma energy coming to the planet. All right, you have this direct plasma energy coming to the planet. This would cause a worldwide event of spontaneous combustion. All right, and it would be spontaneous combustion on both parts of their system. And you remember the word spontaneous pretty much means from the inside, which means that their system would combust on the inside as well as their people. All right, so they are working hard on keeping their people from combusting. I mean, it's a serious matter for them, because we have extremely high levels of direct plasma energy coming straight to the planet. And you got to remember the magnetic field that was around the planet, that shield, which I call that curse that they put around the planet, that spell, is broken. So that shield is gone. There's no more magnetic field around the planet. So now this plasma energy is coming straight down to the planet. Now let's just say, if we were to have that plasma energy, that powerful plasma energy hit our bodies without that spraying, because that spray actually filters the energy. It makes the energy just a little weaker, because you got to understand, as that plasma energy comes from the sun, and it is going through this part of the solar system, it actually picks up momentum, and it actually increases energy. Okay, it increases energy, it picks up momentum, it literally becomes more powerful. Okay, and this is what these org scientists don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you, what really happens when that energy comes from the sun. It picks up momentum. It collects energy. This is pure plasma energy from the sun. This is solar plasma energy. All right. And as it's leaving the sun, and it's coming and it's moving through our solar system, and moving through our part of the galaxy, it's picking up different atomic structures, different energies. All right, picking up protons and electrons, and it's making itself more powerful. All right, it's making itself more powerful. So this is why they spray the sky so heavily in these areas. But just remember, they don't spray the sky in the desert areas. Where there's desert, they don't spray the sky there. It's only in the populated areas where their system and their people actually reside. All right? Because you got to remember, 95% of the planet of this realm, not the planet, but 95% of this realm that we're on, with all this land, 95% of this realm is not inhabited. It's only 5% of the realm that is actually inhabited. This is your cities and all that they created. All right? So they spray the sky heavily to filter that energy. Now let's just say that without that spray, all right, what would happen? Well, you got to look at the atomic structure of their bodies and the atomic structure of our bodies. The atomic structure of their bodies will become more weaker, all right? And they will literally be under pressure, which would cause spontaneous combustion, because you got to understand, when you're dealing with pure energy like that, and their bodies are full of sulfur, that sulfur that's within their bodies will become agitated, and it will just, combust. It'll inflame, because sulfur is an element that needs cool temperatures in order for it to properly operate. Okay, so we're talking science here. Now, on the other part, if there was no spraying, for us as the original beings, the atomic structure of our bodies would literally begin to multiply. 10, 20, 30 times greater, which will make us more powerful, more stronger, more intelligent. All right. So you got to understand that there's a twofold purpose for them spraying the sky the way they spray it, because, they don't want to destroy the atomic structure of their bodies, and at the same time, they don't want the atomic structure of us to become more powerful. This is why we must build and create and get ourselves together so that we can save ourselves. All right, we can save ourselves, because all this energy belongs to us. They talked. I listened to some of these radio scientists and some of these YouTube scientists say, are we coming into another Carrington event? Let me tell you something. What happened in 1859 is not going to happen now. All right. It's completely different. The energy is completely different. You got to understand, from that point of time, which is actually energy, from that point of time, everything has become more powerful, become more energetic. All right. So if you want to talk about some, 200 years ago, 100 something years ago, whatever, what's going to happen here will make the Carrington event look like a fetus. Literally. It'll make the Carrington event look just like a fetus, because the energy that's coming from the sun did not happen the way it's happening now. Did not happen back then the way it's happening now. Okay, so what we gotta understand, brothers and sisters, is these beings are trying to protect themselves from instantaneous death. Even these reptilians, they're the same way. Their bodies are pretty much the same way. That's why we say, hey, they can take a few bullets, but when it comes to dark energy, they can't take dark energy. And what's coming from the sun? Straight pure dark energy. This is why they spray the sky, because their bodies can't take the dark energy. And this is why we must create our machinery and our devices that will clear the sky and that will fight against their system that they created. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, we got to pick up on this right here, because these beings have been at war with us for the longest, and we haven't been fighting back. Literally, we haven't been fighting back. We've been fighting each other and finding ways to destroy each other, but we haven't been fighting back at these beings, and we have to fight back at them on a higher level. We can't go and petition and protest and stop doing this and stop doing it. We can't do that, because it's not going to take us anywhere. So we have to fight them on a much higher level. This is the only way that we're going to defeat them, which means that we got to dig deep within our intelligence. Now, all that plasma energy that comes from the sun, it does get to us, but it's filtered. It's filtered from all that stuff that they spray in the sky. Even the little haze that they put over the sky, they try to keep the temperature down, and they have their microwave system, and they have HAARP always working day in, day out. HAARP is always working. All right. Now they got CERN working right now. CERN is pumping up. CERN is causing the Schumann resonance to spike, according to some of the reports. So you have to understand that they are doing things that they're not supposed to do. Who's going to stop them? Us. We're the ones going to stop them. Nobody's going to come out of the sky and stop them. Nobody's going to come from under the ground and stop them. Nobody's going to come from another realm on this planet and stop them. We got to stop them, because this is our realm. which means that we got to wake our asses up. And there's a lot of brothers and sisters who's scared to awaken. A lot of brothers and sisters who's scared to awaken. But that's all right. It's only 1% of us who are actually going to save this realm. You say the planet, this realm. Only 1% of us are actually going to save this realm. The other 99% are going to realize that they could have done it. I hope, whatever happens in their moment of guilt or shame or whatever, so be it. Okay? So, this is why they spread the sky so heavily. This is why they, when you're talking about the so-called winter time, you got to understand that this is pure dark energy that's engulfing the planet. Dark energy is extremely hot. So they have to spray and make it cold and change the temperature because the dark energy will work against the sulfur that's within their bodies. Our bodies, their bodies is mostly nothing but sulfur. All right, our bodies has hydrogen, helium, and does have some sulfur, hydrogen, helium, oxygen, argon, xenon, all these different gases that are within our bodies. We got neon in our bodies. I mean, we got all these different gases that are that we have multiple gases within our bodies, but these beings only have one gas, which is sulfur. All right, which is sulfur. So they have to work to keep the temperature down so that their bodies can work. Now they can take the sun. Now, these inorganic beings can take the sun. All right, these so-called white people, majority of their bodies can take the sun, our atmospheric sun, because, they do hang out in the sun. But we're not talking about the sun. We're talking about direct energy. We're talking about direct plasma energy that's coming from our galactic sun. Now, that's what their bodies can't take. And they don't understand that their leaders and whoever else, which is their family, the reptilians and draconians and all this all their family, they don't understand that their family is trying to protect them from being destroyed. All right? So we have to understand, brothers and sisters, that it's important that we operate or that we see things on an atomic level. All right? It's important that we see things on an atomic level because when you talk about an atomic level, we're talking about plasma atoms, powerful plasma atoms that's coming down to the planet. And our bodies are what? 99.9999999% plasma. Our planet is what? 99.999999% plasma. Our universe is 99.99999% plasma. These inorganic beings are completely different. Their bodies are not, and this is science, their bodies are not what our bodies are. So, therefore, they don't understand that there's what you call their leaders are trying to protect them from spontaneous combustion. All right? That's what's happening. And at the same time, their leaders are trying to keep us, as the original beings, from excelling on a high plateau level. All right? So it's a big fight. You got to understand the science behind why they're spraying. Why they spray the sky. I mean, it's deeper than just, spraying this and making it cold. Like we said, that time when it comes winter time, what they call winter time, dark energy, pure dark energy is literally resting on the planet. And it gets even hotter than it is in the so-called summertime. So they're working hard. Like we say, brothers and sisters, we got to get our machines together. We got to get everything together. We got a very short time and a whole lot of fucking work to do. I hope y'all ready to put it to work. Cause I'm doing a lot of stuff. I had some things I need to do Sunday, but my children want me to spend some time with them. So I have to be daddy, and I don't mind being daddy. All right, believe me, I don't mind being daddy. So, I just pass this on to you, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys understand, this is why they're spraying. To stop spontaneous combustion on both ends, their species as well as their system, because their system can combust on the inside as well, because it's a very low energy system that is not connected to any type of high energy. Even their CERN is low energy. All that work they did, all that copper and wires and everything that they did, it's low energy. It's not high energy. All right, it's not high energy. But brothers and sisters, believe me, we can create some high energy shit, and we can make something happen. And we created some out of some of the most simplest of resources that we could possibly use. All right, I just want to pass that on to you, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand everything that was said.